Good morning everyone, today we're going to be going over what is new in this update because there's quite a few things that I want to go over. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Now, the very first thing I want to go over are, of course, the freebies. So when you go to your systems over here, get campaign items, receive item account, there is the receive weekly Super Fantasy Festival gifts, and you get all of these goodies over here, which we're going to receive right now. And let's take a look at what they are. So we get 5 N augmentation success rate plus 20%. We get a build part over here of this poster. We also get 10 of these Super Fantasy Festival special scratch tickets. And on top of that, we also get a card weapon camo for harmonizers, which is also pretty awesome. Now, the next thing I want to go over is, of course, the new urgent quest or the limited time urgent quest. It's not really new. It's still the Halfia Lake counterattack part 2. So this is pretty much Dark Falz Aegis rank 2. So you don't need to do the cannon part at the very beginning. It just jumps straight into the boss fight, which is really nice. Now, the boss is relatively tanky. Like in a pug group, it does take a little bit of time. Might take you about like 9 to 10 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes. With our group of fully stacked people, it took us about like 4 minutes. But nevertheless, it is a little bit tanky. But the reason why you want to run this whenever it comes up, because it's going to last for the entire week. Whenever an UQ comes up, it's always going to be this one in Alio, is because of the HAL finale as well as Gigas Mass Days. You can actually get these two to drop. These are fully completed capsules that just drop in this urgent quest. Now, the HAL finale does drop a lot more often than the Gigas Mass Day. I haven't really seen Gigas Mass Day drop. I've done 3 runs so far and I haven't seen a single one drop for me. Now, on top of that, there is also a chance of getting all of the Wingguard weapons. Now, do not be fooled by the rare drop rate because the Iridium weapons can also drop. So when you see that yellow rare drop, don't get too excited because 99% of the time it's going to be an Iridium weapon. Now, another thing they also added in the loot pool is the Foundia capsule. So on top of Aegis Soul Force, which you're going to need, you also get a bunch of Foundia capsules. So basically, you really want to run this because it's guaranteed HAL finales to drop. However, this isn't the only game mode to farm for HAL finales. You can also get HAL finales from the quest counter over here when you go to the limited time quest, and via the Twin Horned Raven from Beyond. This also drops HAL finales, and it drops it fairly often. I've pretty much got one every single run. And of course, there is the Super Fantasy Festival special scratch tickets. It can drop the completed tickets, or it can also drop vouchers. Vouchers pretty much drop every run, so this is almost guaranteed. And then the tickets are a little bit more rare, so you know, you do need to do 10 runs in order to get 10 of these vouchers to make a full ticket, which is kind of the hard pity. Now, since I just finished a run of the urgent quest, I do want to show the loot over here. So first of all, of course, we have the Iridium weapons, but more importantly are actually the capsules. So we do get a ton of different notes as well as dominas, so that is really nice because those are used in order to make your HAL finales. But more importantly is if you scroll down here, you actually get a bunch of Gigas Stat 4s. So you can see I got 4 Gigas Might 4s, I got 4 Gigas Precision 4s, as well as 5 Gigas Technique 4s, which is very, very useful. And then down here, we got a bunch of Aegis Souls, we got HAL finales, we got a bunch of LC capsules. So it's definitely worth running the urgent quest whenever it comes up because of all of these high value capsules. And on top of that, you also get a bunch of Defi capsules for Phase 5. Because remember, the new Duel Quest Phase 5 is now available, so you can get all of these capsules, augment them onto your armors that you can buy from the seasonal shop, and that way you can farm for the new Fusia capsule in order to craft the Grand Gladia Soul, which is a new augment which just came out. As you can see over here, it does add a lot of stats, 25 HP, 7 PP, as well as 4.75% potency. It's very, very powerful, and it's going for a lot of money. At the time of this recording, which is currently still day 1, it's about like 3 hours after the maintenance, its current market price is about 7.5 million. It was 10 million when it first came up, so the prices have gone down a little bit, and I do suspect prices are going to stabilize in a couple more days, probably going towards a downward trend as more and more people are going to be farming this. Now, another thing I want to showcase over here is EX Risky Stance. Originally, I translated this correctly and I told everyone what it did, but people didn't trust me and they said that I was wrong and said that it, you know, blah, 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 blah. But nevertheless, their translation was incorrect on the global server, and they fixed it now. So now you can see right here, it's 30% chance to recover 10 PP when you land an attack with a 5-second cooldown. What this used to say was when you get hit, there was a 30% chance of recovering 10 PP. But that was a translation error on the global side, and now they finally fixed it. So now you know what EX Risky Stance actually does, which is a little bit more viable because 30% chance of recovering 10 PP every time you land an attack. That makes a lot more sense than getting hit. So overall, EX Risky Stance has gone up in the priority list as it is a little bit stronger now. Now, the next thing I want to go over is, of course, Duel Quest. As we can see, Duel Quest Phase 5 is now available. Now, this is definitely worth running. As you can see, my personal best is 3 minutes and 13 seconds, and this is without any Defi capsules. I was just using my regular gear, and I was still able to get an S rank. Now, I highly recommend people to at least clear this once because you do get 100 star gems for the first time completion. Now, you do not need to get an S rank. You literally just need to kill this boss within 10 minutes. You have plenty of time to do it, so just play patient, play safe, take your time, and you will be able to defeat him. If you want an easier time, then just use those Defi capsules that you can get from literally any game mode, from the urgent quest, from the limited time quest, from the event shop. There are plenty of ways to get a bunch of Defi capsules. You can even get fully augmented armors in the event shop and then just replace all of those augments with Defi capsules, and then you'll be able to clear this very, very easily. However, the main reason why you want to run this is going to be because of the new Fusia capsules. For every S rank you get 5 of these new Fusia capsules. You need 10 of those Fusia capsules, 5 Gladius souls, as well as 10 Foundia capsules in order to exchange for a Grand Gladius soul. It's definitely worth making. Even if you don't plan to use it, you can always sell it on the market and make a lot of Meseta. Now, the next thing I want to showcase is, of course, the event shop. So the event lady is here now. So as we can see right here, we can exchange seasonal points, and you can actually buy 40 of these Super Fantasy Festival special scratch tickets right off the bat from the event shop. This is super valuable. I'm going to show you the scratch in a second, but there are a ton of very high value cosmetic items over here. There's a bunch of really cute stamps over here. There's some motion idols as well as some glides, and there's a bunch of vital gauges. There's star gems as well. There's actually 100 star gems over here. I'm going to pick that up right now actually. And then we've got some special scratch tickets, and then there is a bunch of seasonal weapons. Personally, I do not see any value in these seasonal weapons unless you don't have an 11-star weapon yet. Then you could use these as a placeholder since they are already at plus 90. The weapon potential is fully unlocked. So maybe you're progressing through the story or you're a new player, then these weapons are absolutely amazing because remember, you can use them at level 50. So the moment you get to level 50, which you'll get like immediately, because once you hit level 20 on any class, you actually get an NEXP plus 100 million EXP ticket over here. And this will add 100 million EXP and literally get you from level 20 to like level 88 or 85 or something just by using this ticket alone. So you're going to use this ticket, you're going to get whatever class that you want to main immediately to level 80 something, and then you're going to pick up a weapon from the seasonal shop over here. You can literally pick up whatever weapon over here that you want to use and you're good to go. Now don't forget about the armors because there's a bunch of armors. You definitely want to pick up your Aina armors over here because they are limit broken already, which means you can enhance them all the way to plus 90 immediately in order to get the 2 extra augment slots so that you can fill it out and you will be very powerful already, especially if you're a new player still progressing through the story. You're just going to be super powered. You don't even need to re-augment anything. You can just wear this by default and you're going to be super strong. And then down here, there's a bunch of different minerals that you can definitely pick up. There's going to be master fragments, which you can make into master cubes. And down here, there's a bunch of CDs. And as we can see, here are a bunch of the different Defi capsules. They lowered the price a bit, and it's 3,000 now. They used to be like 5,000 or 10,000. So they did lower the price a little bit, which is really nice. But then again, they have nerfed Phase 5 quite a bit so that you don't really need the Defi capsules. As long as you have relatively high-end gear, you will be able to clear Duel Quest Phase 5 pretty easily. And then of course there's a bunch of LC capsules as well as the different trial capsules. You can pick up the trial capsules if you want. They're a little bit expensive at 10,000 a pop though, so maybe skip on these. Then we've got the Giga Stat 4s. These are definitely worth picking up. Dreadkeeper 4, Dreadkeeper 5, a bunch of Golden Prim swords already at plus 60. Remember, these are limit broken, so you can use other Golden Prim swords in order to get this to plus 90, so that when you want to enhance your 11-star weapon, or let's say a 12-star weapon later down the line, it's going to be very useful. You've got Indemios, which give you 100,000 EXP for enhancing as well. And more importantly, you get 200 alpha reactors. This is actually 700,000 Meseta. Really important. That's a good chunk of Meseta that you could use for enhancing or upgrading or whatever. So definitely don't sleep on that. And last but not least, of course, we need to talk about the AC scratches as well as a bunch of other freebies. As you can see, the Speedos have gone up in price significantly as Alex West has kind of started started a trend of everyone running around with a Speedo and playing Type 1. I think this is the first time in NGS history that a Type 1 outfit has significantly more expensive than any Type 2 outfits. So if you did want any of the Speedos, you know, Summer Sky Seaside is definitely worth taking a gander. Now on top of that, we also have the 10-a-day free SG scratch, so you can do 150 pulls total. So make sure that you log in every single day in order to do your 10 free pulls. And then last but not least, of course, we have this Super Fantasy Festival SP scratch over here. There are a ton of really cute items over here, like the Elise charm right here. As you can see, it's so cute. Yeah, I really like this. We also have the Harriet charm. The Harriet charm is super cute as well. You also get a bunch of voice tickets as well, so if you want any voice tickets, you can pick them up over here. I really like Harriet's voice. Now do keep in mind that all of these voices are in Japanese only. There is no English variant for this. And what really surprised me was the Harriet pose at 36 scratches. So when you look at the Type 1, you're like, oh, that's great, you know, nothing special about this, but it's the Type 2. Brace yourselves. This is a very popular emote. Don't ask me why, it just is. Okay guys, this is a very popular emote in the base game. And this is the Harriet pose Type 2. So yeah, we get this for free after 36 scratches. Remember, just by buying out the seasonal shop, you get 40 tickets already. So you are guaranteed to get this since this is a scratch count bonus. So if you're into that stuff, you can get the Harriet pose. But nevertheless, there are a bunch of other cool items as well in the actual scratch itself. So there's a bunch of really nice looking weapon camos. Now, what really surprised me was they're actually bringing back all of the previous anniversaries. So the 10th anniversary and the 11th anniversary items are also available here. So if you did miss the previous anniversaries, we can still get Hitsugi's outfit. You can still get Matoi's outfit as well. You can get all of these really nice outfits as well as all of their hairstyles. So if you didn't get Matoi's hairstyle, you can still get it. It looks really nice. You can get Hitsugi's hairstyle as well. So there's a lot of really nice stuff over here, including a bunch of music CDs which weren't released in the West before. So I am pretty happy to see there's a ton of stuff that I want from this scratch. And if none of those cosmetic items interest you, you could always just pick up the 100 star gems. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!